Well, there's no doubt the one thing that everybody was buzzing about regarding Carlito was the amazing physical transformation you've made, obviously, in your time away from WWE. What spawned that? When did you kind of wake up and go, all right, I'm body guy now?
Yeah, I don't know whether to be flattered by it or insulted by the way people are reacting. Like, it's what do you call it? He's just so impressive. It's such a change from what he was. Like, wait a minute now. But like I said, when I left WWE, it was I was in a dark place, man. I weighed like it wasn't even that I gained so much different now. It's just I'm only 20 pounds heavier than when I was in my
Okay.
peak condition
Oh
or
wow.
whatever. But when I left, I was I think 189. I hadn't weighed under 200 since I was like 17 years old. But I mean, as you can see, the hair and just my outfits, everything. I just I was at a point I just didn't care about anything. So uh, as soon as I was released, I would say it was because it was finally the first time I could catch a breather.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And it just didn't have to be nowhere. I didn't have to any responsibilities. And then from there on, I just started. That was my goal. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in the best shape I can. Like I said, people in the Indies aren't surprised because they see me like this. I've been like this for years
Sure,
now. Yeah, it's
sure.
like one of my first things was like, all right, I'm gonna get myself together. I'm gonna wake myself up. First thing I'm gonna do is gonna fix my hair, which I did. I had to chop off everything and go to a beauty salon and whatever. And then just said I'm just gonna get in the best shape I can, and not even for anybody, just for me is what I want. You know what I mean? Just to I don't know, just to feel better about myself, I guess.
Oh, walk me through that. So here you are. You're in WWE. You're now on your own. You're on the independents. You said you're in a really dark place. What what inspired you to kind of turn everything around? And what was it like for the first time in your career at that point, having that time to breathe?
Um, it was just great. I just felt like a heavy weight was lifted off my shoulders. You know what I mean? And now I was my own boss. I could do my own thing. I didn't have to be anywhere I didn't want to be. I didn't have to work for any promotion I didn't want to. And I could, like I said, I could eat right, I could train right, and just have a lot of time to myself. You know what I mean? To clear my head of stuff.
Was there anything that stands out to you looking back now on your time away from WWE? Was there something that you picked up or that you would point to and say, I learned this in this part of my career as opposed to WWE because of just how different it is?
Well, yeah, I mean, everywhere you go, you're gonna pick up something different because there's always different styles. You know what I mean? Every
Sure.
country has their own style. Um, and yeah, I was just able to fine tune. The thing that sucks, I think, is that because I never went anywhere. It's outside of W. I never went back to any
Right, right.
wrestling. I was ever on TV, and I was like 30, 31. So like the only thing that sucks is everybody missed my peak, my prime or
Mm.
whatever was thrown away. Not thrown away, but nobody really got to see it. Except for a few people. Because it was I felt it was the peak of my mental ability plus my physical ability. Because the first stage is when you're rookie. You have the physical ability is great, but then your mind is
Right,
not there. And
right.
then you get closer to my age now, your mind is like that, but the body says, "Whoa, wait a minute, that's not that's not happening right now." Those are back in the day.
What brought you back?
Well, going back, man, I just didn't like the way things ended. You know what I mean? I didn't expect it to take 10 years to get back, but I just wanted to, at least if I came back one time, I just wanted to leave a better taste in someone's mouth. You know what I mean? And just feel like there's the what do you call it? Like bury the hatchet or whatever. Just like just everything is on the up and up, and just happy to be back and happy to be around. And if that was my last time, I was just glad to finally get a chance to come back and just end things on better terms.
Sure, sure.
You talk about Primo and Epico and what's going on down in Puerto Rico and in your time back with the WWE. Have you given any thought on, maybe helping the younger generation, whether it's going down to NXT, whether it's going back to Raw and SmackDown and being able to help produce or train or teach some of these younger superstars?
Yeah, I've always liked helping out the younger guys, and well, now that I'm one of the older guys, I like helping out the younger kids, and just because I just want the business to do better as a whole. And any part that I can do, I'm glad to help out any way I can.
What's something that stands out to you that you would like to change or influence um, from your perspective?
I just think the representation of Latinos in the wrestling, on the worldwide level, and I think I could help out, because some of these guys are great talents, but they can't get across because they can't speak English that well. I think I would be a good voice. I'm sure I could pretty much get anybody mad at me easily. But also I could think,
In multiple
I could
languages.
exactly multiple languages. I think that's one of the things I'd really like to focus on, is just doing that, because there's so much Latin talent and culture out there that people don't know about that I would like to, let people get exposed to.
You bring that up. Is that something that Carlito would have said 10 years ago? Or is that something that has come with time and, as you've said, with age and maturity?
Yeah, that just comes with, yeah. Carlito from, I don't even recognize Carlito from 10 years ago. That was a different cat, man. That was a wild dude.
Tell me a little bit more about that. I mean, we've kind of danced around it, and we've all heard stories and rumors. The floor is yours. How have you changed? What is different at your core versus the guy 10 years ago that you don't recognize anymore?
I just, like I said, I'm more mature now, and I don't have. I'm actually very zen right now. I don't have a chip on my shoulder.
Very zen?
Yeah, very zen right now. I'm not mad at anyone. I don't have hate for anybody. They ask me this all the time. Who would you spit an apple in? I was like, really? I have nobody I want to spit an apple, in their face. What I mean? Unless I get paid for it, then that's fine. But I have no, I have no issues like that. And I just remember just being angry at the world, man. Just, I don't know, just kind of being angry all the time and not being able to pinpoint where this anger was coming from.
Sure, like just a general weight. How did you break through that? Was there something that happened? Was there an epiphany you had, or something you had to work through? Something that you do day to day?
Yeah, it was something I had to work through. You know what I mean? Like I said, getting released from WWE was probably one of the best things that happened to me at that time. You know what I mean? Because it's really what I needed. I had asked for my release about 3 times, and I just felt, I never got it. I just felt like I was, I guess, I don't know, just a prisoner. But it wasn't WWE. It was just what was going on, at my family time, just on the road, just in my head, so back in the day, I used to think it was WWE, but it was really, I think it was just on me. It was just that stuff that I need to work on. And that's why I needed that time away.
Yeah,
like I said, I don't know if I needed 10 years, but I needed time away.
Yeah, that's the human condition, man. You project your own problems on everybody else, and then once you get yourself straightened out, then it's amazing how zen the world can be.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly.
Like what you hear? Catch full episodes of After the Bell on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe now and never miss an episode.